Well, Bangor Beer Company celebrated their 7th birthday earlier today and introduced a new anniversary flavor to go with it. The craft brewery was founded in 2017 on the principle of serving quality beer, but has since grown to become a staple in the Maine craft community. They celebrated that growth today with cake, raffles, and a new flavor of beer. Bangor Beer Company releases a new brew every anniversary, and today marked the launch of their American barley wine. Now, with this launch, Bangor Beer Company has around 90 different brews in their recipe book. This new flavor comes from a desire to try new styles and was chosen based on community feedback. Taproom manager Tim Lowe had this to say about the company's growth.
I'm proud of the people I work with and representing the word Bangor and building a brand that hopefully does the region proud.
Now, the birthday party is over, but if you'd still like to try the new flavor, you can visit them in Bangor. For more information, you can visit bangorbeerco.com.